There comes a moment in every man's life when he faces a choice: beg for love or rise in silence. You'll know that moment when the woman you gave everything to starts slipping away, when your words don't move her anymore, when your effort feels invisible. And that pain, that gut-wrenching, sleepless night kind of pain, will test what kind of man you truly are, because weak men chase. But strong men walk away, not out of pride, but out of self-respect. You see, when you beg her to stay, you hand her your power. When you walk away, you take it back. And that's when everything changes, not just how she sees you, but how you see yourself. So let her go. Let her watch from a distance as you rise, as you turn heartbreak into purpose, pain into power, and silence into your loudest revenge. Welcome to Stoic Golden Tribe, where men learn to master pain, conquer emotion, and rise above weakness. If you're ready to become the kind of man no woman can break, subscribe now and join the Brotherhood, because this is where your rebirth begins. Chapter 1. The Power of Walking Away. There's a silence that speaks louder than any argument. It's the silence of a man who chooses his dignity over desperation. It's the moment he realizes his worth is not up for negotiation. Most men fail here. They beg, they plead, they promise to change, but in doing so, they trade their masculine power for temporary attention. And the woman, seeing him crumble, loses respect, not because she's cruel, but because human nature always devalues what chases too hard. When a man walks away, it's not an act of cruelty. It's an act of clarity. Because sometimes love doesn't need one more apology. It needs distance. A man's silence becomes the mirror that shows a woman everything she's lost. When you stop chasing her, you stop telling her you're not enough. You stop reinforcing her belief that she's the prize. And that's when the shift begins, not with her, but with you. See, the power of walking away is not about making her regret it. It's about reclaiming your center. When you walk away, you send a message to your soul that says, I am done begging for what should be freely given. Because a man who walks away from what disrespects him walks toward his destiny. The Stoics taught this truth centuries ago. Epictetus said, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. And emotional freedom is the highest form of it. When you let go, you break the chains of dependency. You stop being controlled by her approval and start being fueled by your purpose. So if she can't see your value, don't try to prove it. The day you stop explaining yourself is the day you start evolving. Because every strong man eventually learns. Love that demands your begging isn't love. And silence, brother, is the language of strength. Let her go. Let her wonder why you stopped chasing. Let her feel the void where your energy once was. Because a man who knows how to walk away is a man who knows how to rise. Have you ever had to walk away from someone you still loved? Not because you stopped caring, but because you finally respected yourself? Share your story below. Your words might give another man the courage to do the same. Chapter 2. Pain turns to power. There's a moment after you walk away, a silence that hurts more than anything you've ever felt. It's the sound of your phone not ringing. It's the echo of memories replaying in your mind. It's the quiet realization that the woman who once couldn't go a day without you doesn't care that you're gone. That pain, brother, is the beginning of your transformation. Because pain is the fire that forges the strongest men. At first, it feels like death, like your heart is being pulled apart piece by piece. But what you don't see yet is that this pain has purpose. It's destroying the weak version of you, the man who depended on her validation to feel alive. And in that destruction, a new man begins to rise. Every sleepless night, every unanswered message, every lonely evening staring at the ceiling. It's training, not for love, but for greatness, because no man becomes unbreakable until he's been broken. Think of the Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, betrayed and tested by his own people. He didn't crumble. He didn't seek pity. He sat with the pain studied it, and turned it into wisdom. He once wrote, "If it is endurable, then endure it. Stop complaining." That, brother, is masculine strength, not pretending the pain isn't real, but mastering it. You see, heartbreak teaches you what comfort never will. When a woman walks away, she's not just leaving you, she's handing you an invitation to rise, an invitation to rebuild your focus, your health, your discipline, your vision. Every rep in the gym, every quiet night you choose discipline over distraction. That's you taking your power back. Every time you choose silence over reaction, you're proving to yourself that you control your emotions, not the other way around. And one day, you'll wake up, look in the mirror, and realize the pain is gone, not because time healed you, but because you evolved past it. That's when she'll notice. That's when people who overlooked you will start watching again, because nothing commands respect like a man who rose from the ashes of his own heartbreak. So remember this: don't run from pain, don't numb it, embrace it, channel it, let it fuel the discipline that builds your empire. Pain is not your enemy, brother. It's your mentor. It's the spark that ignites your rebirth. Comment below. What did pain teach you about yourself? Did it break you or build you? Share your truth below, because your story could be the spark for another man's rise. Chapter 3. Becoming the man she can't replace. At some point, the pain fades, and what's left is clarity. The kind of clarity that comes after you've walked through fire and realized you survived. You're no longer the same man who begged for love. You're becoming the man she'll never find again. See, every woman remembers the man who gave her everything, but she never forgets the man who became everything after she left. When you choose growth over grief, something shifts inside you. You stop seeking closure because your success becomes your closure. You stop chasing because now you're the destination. And that's when the power returns. Quietly, effortlessly, like a lion that doesn't need to roar to be feared. Becoming the man she can't replace isn't about revenge. It's about rebirth. It's about building yourself so high that your past can no longer reach you. Every morning you wake up early, discipline. Every time you hit the gym instead of scrolling through her photos, transformation. Every night you choose to work on your dream instead of drowning in memories, evolution. And it shows, not just in your body, but in your eyes, in your tone, in the way you carry yourself. Because when a man starts respecting himself again, the world feels it. Women sense it. Opportunities chase it. And even the one who took you for granted will feel it too. But here's the truth. By the time she realizes your worth, you won't need her validation anymore. Because the man who rose from heartbreak no longer needs applause. His silence is enough. His progress is his answer. His peace is his proof. Remember this: a man who stays broken becomes bitter. A man who rebuilds becomes legendary. So become the man who makes peace look powerful. The man who doesn't seek revenge, because his very existence is revenge. She'll remember your silence. She'll see your rise, and she'll understand. She didn't lose a man, she lost a kingdom. Comment below, what are you doing right now to become the man she'll never replace? Is it your discipline, your silence, or your focus? Share your path to growth in the comments. Your progress might inspire another brother's rise. Chapter 4. Peace is the final victory. There comes a time when you don't want revenge anymore. You don't care who left, who doubted you, or who regrets losing you, because you've built something far greater than validation: peace. And peace, brother, is the loudest success there is. At first, you wanted her to see you rise, you wanted her to realize what she lost. But somewhere along your journey, you stopped caring whether she's watching, because you started watching yourself. You found a deeper kind of satisfaction, and the kind that comes from mastery. The gym is no longer therapy, it's routine. The silence no longer hurts, it feels sacred. The solitude that once felt like punishment now feels like power. This is what the Stoics meant when they spoke of control. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. You can't control how people treat you, but you can control how you rise from it. And when you master that, you become untouchable. Peace doesn't mean you've forgotten the pain. It means it no longer controls you. It means you've reached a level where no one's attention, apology, or affection can shake your foundation. You no longer need to prove anything, not to her, not to anyone, because your growth has already proven everything. Now the same woman who once ignored your worth will feel your absence in every man she meets. But you'll be somewhere else entirely, living in silence, building in peace, smiling not because you won, but because you let go. True strength isn't found in how loud you roar. It's found in how calmly you stand when the world tries to shake you. Peace isn't weakness, brother. It's your crown. It's the mark of a man who conquered his emotions, mastered his mind, and rose above the noise. You don't beg for love anymore. You don't chase attention. You've become what you were always meant to be, a man grounded in purpose, driven by peace, and unstoppable in silence. Let her watch if she wants. Let them all watch. Because your peace is your victory and your rise is eternal. Comment below. What does peace mean to you as a man? Have you reached that point where nothing and no one can disturb your calm anymore? Share your truth below. Your wisdom could guide another brother to his peace. When you finally rise, brother, you'll understand why it all had to happen. The heartbreak, the silence, the loneliness. It wasn't punishment, it was preparation. You were never meant to spend your life begging for love. You were meant to build yourself until love had to rise to meet your level. The man who walks away in silence, the man who turns pain into purpose, the man who chooses peace over validation. That's the man the world remembers. So stop chasing closure. Stop seeking her approval. You've already won because you didn't let the darkness destroy you. You turned it into discipline. You turned it into strength. You turned it into your rebirth. Remember this truth. She might never see your worth again, but you did, and that's all that ever mattered. You are the prize. You are the foundation. You are the story of a man who rose when he had every reason to fall. Welcome to Stoic Golden Tribe, where broken men become legends and silence becomes power. If this message spoke to you, brother, subscribe, like, and share this with another man who needs to hear it. And if you're ready to join a brotherhood of men walking the same path of strength and peace, click the join button below and become part of the tribe today. Because your rise starts here, and the world is waiting to see it.